I think it's been an absolute pleasure to meet Crumble. Crumble being the real life dog of Mike Beale, from which he's been inspired to write this wonderful, wonderful story about Crumble and Alex, her best friend. The thing that really inspired me when I first read the manuscript was this wonderful story of a dog who was alone and then discovered the value of friendship. And it's perfect for young readers. It's just beautifully aimed at that group of 6 to 10 year olds, and it's based on a real live dog as well, which gives it, even more impact. The thing that really caught my attention when I first started working on this was the absolutely beautiful illustrations that were done by Maureen Fail. I mean, her pencil drawings are they're just inspiring. And, kids are drawn straight into them. They look at these things and they're just completely drawn into the story. It really adds that extra depth to this tale, and it's so important that children get that. It really is very, very important that we teach our children the value of books. So many parents are not getting their children reading early enough, and it's been proven, that books increase the intelligence of children. Books teach children about life and emotions, and the earlier we get them into them, the better they're going to be prepared for later life. So this for me, when I was first approached to look at it with the aim for publication, it would have been a no-brainer to not publish this, because it had just about everything a really good children's book should have. And I always kind of try to put my emotions away when considering all the points, but quite honestly, Crumble's Adventures ticked all the boxes, and I got really excited about getting into actually formatting this book and putting it together. I just love Alex and Crumble and all the scrapes and adventures that they get into. And I think it's very obvious as you read the book that Mike has obviously spent an awful lot of time out with his own dog Crumble, watching how Crumble reacts to certain things, and has just drawn that as absolutely beautiful inspiration into this lovely little tale, which has so much to it. I mean, there's quite a few surprises in it, and I don't want to give spoilers for anyone who's not read it. There's a lot of surprises in it, and there's a lot of friendship, and there's a lot of fun and enjoyment, and even a little bit, the moments of worry and concern. It really does have all the ingredients of a fascinating story. And I can say from experience, because my daughter, who is now 9 and has been reading this book since it was published, which is 2 years by now, this has become one of her favourite books, and it's quite normal to see her reading this. She's read it many times, and when you ask her about it, she talks with absolute enjoyment and excitement in her tone of voice. So pretty much that was enough for me from a publisher's perspective. If my child adores this book so much, then yeah, it's worth doing. I think, to be honest, considering how well it's done, how well and how it was designed and how it was put together, I think the most important aspect of Crumble's Adventures is that it's designed in a way that's quite simplistic. So it's not glaringly bright. It's very, very simple. Children can look at it. The cover gives various pictures on the front of it. There's a little bit of green and orange used to just give it a little impact, and people can see from the cover almost immediately that there is several things going on in it, which again is another pull. And I cannot overstate the importance of Crumble in real life, because if children go onto Facebook or some of the other media sites we do, they get to see the real Crumble as well as the kind of illustrated Crumble. And I do think that actually adds an extra depth to the story. That they can follow the page on Facebook with their parents and see some of the real life adventures, which just gives this story even more weight. I really do think that, when choosing a book for children, parents should really, really strongly consider this. It's a beautiful piece of work by Mike.